What is up, everybody? I am back with another video, and this here is going to be part, I believe it's 2 of the roll pan tutorial on how to do your own roll pan on any trucks. As you guys know, I did start out with just a piece of styrene, and I'm sure if you guys know what styrene is, it's just a little piece of, it's a little sheet of plastic that you can get from your local hobby shop. And I think you can get it in different sizes, different thicknesses, I should say. And usually I think there's like, it's like 0.04 or something like that. And that's usually what I get because it is a little bit thicker. Next time I go to Hobby Lobby and grab some, I will leave it in the package and shoot a video on it real quick just to show you guys what it is exactly. And I use it for almost everything, and including frames for trucks. Whoop, camera's over here. I use it for frames for trucks, something like that there. It is super nice because you can cut it with a knife and you can kind of make cleaner cuts with it instead of using like just cutters or something like that. But I am going to go ahead and show you guys exactly what's going on with the roll pan on the single cab long bed. So this is it. I did go ahead and get it into primer. Oh, there goes the bumper. But as you can tell there, I don't know if you can see it in the light there. Let me see if I can. If you can see it there and there without the light, it is smoothed out, and I did get it into primer, so that way you guys can see exactly how smooth you can actually get it. Right there on the side, and then right here on this side. Looks pretty good. So I am going to be painting this truck. I'm probably going to do like a darker blue metallic color, which would be cool. So I am going to probably bring you guys along for that as well. It's probably going to be a Rust-Oleum This is Rust-Oleum primer, so I'm going to go with Rust-Oleum paint. You can't really mix the paints together. It don't really work very well. It usually does some crazy stuff. I did get drive shafts put on it. So, and I might do, depending on what kind of wheels I put on it, I might do my traction bars as well. So I do believe we got the bumper primered. I believe everything is primered. I'm going to probably go ahead and prime the grill as well and color match the grill. I think that would look super good. I do have a grill sitting right here that is for this truck, and I'll go ahead and pop it in there so you guys can kind of see what it is or what's going on with it. It is just this is actually the Black Bandit truck, or was originally the Black Bandit truck. And so that's what you're kind of going for with the single cab. Is you can it kind of looks a little better since you have a grill in it. It kind of looks like more of a full truck. But this truck is going to look super cool. I'm probably going to order a set of wheels from 3D Scale Parts. If you guys don't know what he makes, he does make some super cool stuff, as well as Second Chance Modeling. He does some super cool trucks and lots of 3D Scale Parts stuff as well too. He makes a lot of cool, lots of cool stuff, and I'm sure you guys can message him and he'll make you anything you would ever desire to have in 3D printed stuff. He does a super awesome job on all his wheels, and all his other parts that he does make. Here is one. This is actually a customer's truck that I've been working on here recently. I know I wasn't going to update too much on customer trucks. It's a little bit of an Instagram thing, but I'm going to go ahead and update you guys on them, because why not? Here is a flatbed green light. I think it's, I can't ever remember what years these trucks are. This is a 74. I do have to sand some more on the actual hood itself, because that is my homemade cowl hood, which looks super cool. And I'm going to be doing an update video on the single cab the single cab utility bed as well, and that will be a part, I think, part 6 of the actual single cab build. And I do believe I messed up and said it's going to be part 6 in the last previous video of the parts for the tutorial video on how to make a single cab, but I do apologize for that. That was part 5, and this is the next one's going to be part 6. But yeah, as far as going, I believe where we stopped at on this truck here was there you go, and sand it all down, all the JB Weld. Make sure to prime it, and usually you might have to prime it a couple different times just to make sure it is smooth. Sometimes you don't have to, just depending on how much sanding you did, how much time you took to actually sand the roll pan down to make it smooth with the bed itself. But I don't really think I'm gonna have to sand on this one anymore. I may have to do a little bit on this side. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There's a little spot there. You might be able to see it right there, maybe. But I may do a little bit more sanding on that. But as far as that goes, just make sure you're smooth. Make sure your roll pan is smooth, and that's kind of where the Sharpie method comes in. Is you can take it and Sharpie where the actual bed is, and where you put your JB Weld, and you can kind of see exactly how smooth it actually is, because there's one layer on the whole thing, and it just kind of helps with all that. And it does make for a better look after you get done, just because you can see exactly where all your spots are, so you can kind of sand them before you have to waste your primer on having to prime it once and sand it back down, prime it again. One thing that does really work really good for like little spots is some filler primer, which then you'll have to use the same kind of paint, which is like Duplicolor, I think, makes a filler primer, and maybe Rust-Oleum. I haven't seen it for Rust-Oleum, but I have seen it in Duplicolor for like all your actual auto body stuff, which actually turns out super good for like little stuff as well. So if you're making a single cab, filler primer is another way to go. If you don't have like any more JB Weld, or just don't want to have to redo all your work after everything's done and have to sand it all back down, filler primer does work really good. I will give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek on the single cab tutorial. Let me go over here to this side. Can't really see it very well. I don't like that light. I might have to move the actual light around a little bit. But I did go ahead and I did end up finding a utility bed for it. I did go ahead and use a parts truck. I ordered a truck from a guy that I'm gonna make into a flatbed, and it had a utility bed on it. So I'm probably just gonna we're just gonna throw that utility bed back on it, because it is just one of these trucks here, and the frame and everything, because I do have a flatbed that my girlfriend actually got for me, and I do have a utility bed coming. And the utility bed is from one of the customizers that follow me on Instagram. So shout out to you for selling me that truck. And I'm going to take the utility bed off of it, and I'm going to use it for that truck, and then make that the white utility bed, which is the one that I'm getting from him. I'm going to turn it into a flatbed and make it kind of more of a farm truck look. But with that being said, I do appreciate every one of you guys, like always. Hopefully you guys enjoy all my videos. Hopefully every one of these videos help you guys in some way. I do appreciate it, and I hope you guys like and subscribe, and make sure to leave me a comment and hit that bell icon to keep updated with my videos.